Listen to that simple sound of footsteps. These steps, this trail, this area, this day of celebration is months in the making.
Today we are going to announce that Blodgett Peak Open Space, after months of work, is going to be open to the public on Saturday morning.
After the fire sparked in Waldo Canyon, it spread here to Blodgett Peak Open Space, destroying land and trails enjoyed for years by local residents.
90% of the vegetation was burned out here.
Because our biggest goal after a fire is we want to keep that soil in place. If you don't stabilize the slopes, with every rainstorm and other erosional forces, you're losing that sediment and it's causing flooding issues downstream, massive erosion up here, and all kinds of other issues.
So it was obviously time for some teamwork. This is just a small snapshot of the volunteers who helped make it possible to reopen the Blodgett Peak Open Space just over a year after the devastating fire.
Rocky Mountain Field Institute, Mile High Youth Corps, and our Air Force Academy, the cadets, Pikes Peak Community Fund, Great Outdoors Colorado.
There's also the Trails and Open Space Coalition, Peregrine Homeowners Association, and last but not least,
We brought an additional 500 community volunteers out here who donated 2,200 hours.
We've been able to work to find funding to put crews out here in the burn area. So it was the Parks Department that wrote a proposal to GOCO, Greater Outdoors Colorado, to fund a crew, to put a crew in here 6 weeks. And then Jeff Webb from the city and I collaborated on a grant to the Pikes Peak Community Foundation that put crew out here for another 6 weeks. So those kinds of things that have been really brought together by the city are really significant in making this happen.
Everybody truly put something forward, whether there's time, effort, money, for the community.
And when there's that kind of teamwork, things get done quickly.
All the work that's been done out here has absolutely, in my mind, increased the time frame in which we could open this park.
So now it's time for the volunteers, many of them young community members, to get some credit and enjoy what they've accomplished.
Very rewarding afterwards. You work on a trail and then afterwards you see the results of it and you just are very glad, I guess. Just exciting to know that you put all that effort into that.
I think they're just really thrilled to be able to help when, a year ago they see the flames and they want to know how soon can I get out there and help.
It's very impressive to see all the work that the youth have done, and not only to get it so it's preserved, but have them have an experience preserving it.
We brought out 170 cadets. What was special about those cadets was they were all freshmen, pretty much. We had some from the track team, but most of them were freshmen who had reported for their basic training really 2 days after the worst of the fire, and had reported for their basic training on the 28th of June, I think. And so they hadn't been away from the academy much with basic training in the start of their semester, but this was their first chance to get out and help the community.
And now the community can see firsthand the flowers, the views, the growth.
You can see behind every log there are these tufts of grass. Looks like little mustaches behind the logs. Those are the first, startings of this revegetation work, and it is so critical.
Also critical is preparing for the rain.
We can't do anything about the water. The water is going to come, but what we can do is prevent some of the sediment deposition downstream. By preventing that sediment from moving, we can mitigate and minimize the effect of the flooding downstream.
So these brand new steps give the community a place to once again walk and witness Blodgett Peak Open Space.
We're just really excited for the community.
Maybe it'll be somewhat healing for folks, and to know that the land is regenerating and it's healthy.